Okay, so here we are at the IRS website. The address is www.irs.gov. I'm going to go up here and simply put in direct sales in the search box here. And then we're going to go ahead and click sales and look at what the IRS says about the industry of direct sales, network marketing, and we're even going to have the opportunity to discuss that famous question: is network marketing a pyramid scheme? So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so again, you guys can find this on your own by going to the IRS website and typing in retail sales at the in the search box there. What I want to do is I'm just going to go through some of the vital portions of this page. But what's exciting, I mean, think about it. Here is the IRS, the Internal Revenue Services, dedicating an entire section to the industry of direct sales. Guys, when I found this information, when I stumbled upon it, I was blown away because I knew that this was another piece of information that the wealthy knew about that the masses have never known. So let's go ahead and read through some of this information. If you're watching this video on an iPad, you may want to expand the video so you can read along with me. So let's go ahead and read the introduction. And I'm going to highlight some areas here. So let me go ahead and do this really quick. I'm going to go ahead and highlight what I'm currently reading in blue. It says, and I quote the IRS, "Direct sales provide important benefits to individuals who desire an opportunity to earn an income and build a business of their own. To consumers who enjoy the alternative to shopping centers, department stores, or the like. In the consumer product market, it offers an alternative to traditional employment for those who desire a flexible income earning opportunity to supplement their household income, or whose responsibilities or circumstances do not allow for regular part-time or full-time employment." Ladies and gentlemen, I could just stay right on this one paragraph and point out some things that would make you say, wow, that sounds like me. How about this one? I quote the IRS, "Direct sales provides important benefits." Important benefits for who? For those that desire an income opportunity to build a business of their own. You know, you come down here to the bottom and it says, for those who desire a more flexible earning opportunity to supplement their household income, or whose responsibilities or circumstances does not allow for part-time, full-time employment. Wow. Okay, so now let's go ahead to the next paragraph, because you know, when you share with somebody that there's going to be a cost to get started in their home-based business, it's just like any traditional business. There will be an upfront cost. But here's the IRS explaining it, and I quote again the IRS. "The cost for an individual to start an independent direct selling business is typically very low, which is a major selling point for entering into this type of self-employment business." Okay, direct sales, guys, is a business. It says usually a modestly priced sales kit is all that's required for one to get started, and there is little or no required inventory or other cash commitments to begin. This stands in sharp contrast. Now, when I read this part, I was just blown away, and I'm going to highlight this right now, because here the IRS is saying in this paragraph that it's safer for you to get involved in direct sales than it is to get involved in a traditional business. And I quote, "This stands in sharp contrast to franchises and other business investment opportunities that may require substantial expenditures and expose the investor to significant risk or loss." Wow. Okay, and so I'm going to go through just a little bit about what direct sales companies are for those of you that may be watching this and you're not exactly sure what a direct sales company is or what a direct sales business is. It says direct selling companies market their product through person-to-person contact, away from fixed retail locations such as Walmart, through a network of independent sellers. Frequently, these sales presentations are in the home, in the form of sales parties, or through door-to-door solicitation, or sometimes as part of a get-together, one person to one person. In any case, these approaches are all considered to be direct sales. In addition, direct selling provides a channel of distribution for companies with innovative and distinctive products not readily available on the traditional stores' shelves, or who cannot afford to compete with the enormous advertising and promotional costs associated with gaining space on retail shelves. So in essence, in a nutshell, direct selling companies pay you and I to share their products, opposed to paying Walmart or advertising on TV and paying millions of dollars to advertise in hopes that they're going to sell their product. Now I'm going to jump down here to this area and talk about the different types of direct sales companies. And I quote again the IRS. Types of direct selling companies. There are two types of direct selling companies. Single level marketing, which is short for SLM, or multi-level marketing, which short is MLM. Okay? Single level marketing companies reward direct sellers for their own personal sales activity. Okay? Let me read that one again. Single level marketing companies reward direct sellers for their own personal sales activity. It says single level marketing direct sellers cannot take on other distributors or sales representatives. Their income comes from commission or bonuses on their sales. Now let's look at the definition of what network marketing or direct marketing is from the IRS. And I quote, in a multi-level marketing company, sales representatives are able to sponsor other distributors or sales representatives and receive a commission or bonus on the sales made by their underlying resellers. The recruitment of downlines is necessary to increase a sales representative's sales force and thus generate a greater number of sales. MLM is often referred to as network marketing. I want to read that one very, very, very slowly. In multi-level marketing companies, sales representatives are able to sponsor, are able to recruit other distributors and sales representatives and receive a commission or bonus on the sales made by their underlying resellers, made by their recruiters, made by the people that they bring into the business, invite to take a look at the opportunity. It says this recruitment of downliners is necessary to increase a sales representative sales force, okay, and thus generate a greater number of sales. MLM is often referred to as network marketing companies. Wow. I am blown away with the knowledge that you can gain here about direct sales. And I quote the IRS again. It says multi-level marketing differs from an activity called a pyramid scheme. Let's focus on that one there, because that's huge. How many families are missing out on this tremendous opportunity? It says multi-level marketing differs from an activity called a pyramid scheme. The definition of differs is different from. And it goes on to say, and I'm going to highlight that area that I'm reading so you guys can follow along with me. It said pyramid schemes are illegal scams in which a large number of people at the bottom of a pyramid pay money to a few people at the top. Sounds like a job to me. It says the success of a pyramid scheme relies upon never-ending supply of new participants. Now the IRS could have stopped right there, but they wanted you to be fully knowledgeable about what direct sales is opposed to a pyramid scheme. And I quote the IRS. It says pyramid scheme seeks to make money quickly. Multi-level marketing companies, on the other hand, seeks to make money with their representatives as the business grows by selling their consumer products. Multi-level marketing companies has a startup fee. Here's another one, huge. People say, well, why do I have to pay to get started? Well, if you're going to start a business, don't you expect to have some fees to get started? IRS went deeply into this information. For those of you that are involved in network marketing or have been, I know you're watching this video and you're saying, wow. The next time someone asks me that question about a pyramid scheme, and I'm going to go back and read that. It says multi-level marketing companies has a startup fee that is small, with a starting sales kit being sold at or below the company's cost. Multi-level marketing depends upon sales to the consumer and establishing market. Wow. Now let's look at the demographics of direct sales. This was mind-blowing to me. It said direct selling is a rapidly growing industry, especially today in the economy you can't find jobs. It says U.S. sales totaled $29.55 billion in 2003, up from $28.69 billion in 2002. Listen to this. With more than 55% of the American public having purchased goods or services through a direct selling company. Direct selling globally has grown more than $85 billion as well. For the 19th year in a row, this industry has grown in both the areas of sales and sales force. The $29.55 billion of sales is more than the amount that was purchased through television, shopping, and online computer services combined. People, this is why, ladies and gentlemen, this is why direct selling companies pay you and I for our word of mouth, because they only pay a commission when the product is sold. And here's an opportunity for you to create passive residual income legally, ethically, and morally. And this information is coming directly from the source that many people are just allowing money to flow out of their income to in the form of taxes. The IRS is sharing with you what you can do to change that. And I'm going to read this again, and I quote, direct selling globally has grown more than $85 billion dollars as well. For the 19th year in a row, this industry has grown in both the areas of sales and sales force. The $29.55 billion of sales is more than the amount that was purchased through television, shopping, and online computer services combined. Wow. Well, who's involved in direct sales? I mean, the IRS went deep. I quote, currently there are an estimated 13.3 million people who are involved. Actually, that number is much larger than that now. People who are involved in direct selling in the United States and more than 47.3 million worldwide. Most are women, though nearly a third are men or two-person teams such as a husband and wife, a couple. The vast majority is independent business people. They are micro-entrepreneurs. Listen to this. They are micro-entrepreneur whose purpose is to sell the product and or service of the company they voluntarily choose to represent. Not employees of a company. Of these 13.3 million people for 2003, approximately 90% of them operated their business part-time. Wow. Would you like to earn a full-time income part-time? It says the Small Business Self-Employment Division serves each and every one of these 13 million direct sellers. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap this up. These last two paragraphs just totally sealed the deal for me. The IRS, and I quote, why are Americans so interested in becoming direct sellers? Most are independent contractors. They have the ability to work part-time or full-time and can choose when and how many hours they want to devote to their business. In other words, an individual can earn in proportion to their efforts. The level of success is limited only by the willingness to work hard. Only by the willingness to work hard. And a person can own their own business with very little or no capital investment. Wow. Now, let's go ahead and bring this to an end. Because, my friend, at this point, there are no excuses about is direct sales a pyramid scheme. It says, since direct sellers do not need any specific amount of education, knowledge, or any specific requirements in order to be successful, they need only the desire and self-motivation to grow their business and make it profitable for them. Wow. I'm going to jump down here for some of you that are not familiar with network marketing companies. Let's look at a list of some of the companies out there you may be familiar with. Mary Kay. Okay. Mary Kay, Avon, Tupperware, Party Life, Pamper Chef. All of these names are companies that are involved in the network marketing industry. Let's look at this. Mary Kay, over 900,000 members. Look at this. Avon, 3.3 million members. The point I want to make here, is that network marketing is the greatest opportunity for you to change your life. It is the greatest industry that someone can come in and make a difference in their life. As the IRS says, it provides. I'm going to bring this back up so you guys can just one more time as I wrap this up. As the IRS says, direct sales provides important benefits to individuals who desire an opportunity to earn an income and build a business of their own. To consumers who enjoy an alternative to shopping at Walmart and shopping at Kmart's and Sam's Club and making those people rich, and department stores alike, and to the consumer products market. But it offers an alternative to traditional employment. It offers you an alternative to getting up to the alarm clock. It offers you an alternative to working for a job with a glass ceiling. It offers you an alternative to take back financial control. It offers you an alternative to not have your income limited to what your boss thinks you're worth. It offers you an alternative to have time freedom, to not have to hand your baby over to a daycare. It offers you an alternative to not have your income slashed by 30%, 40% of taxes taken out. It offers you an alternative, my friend, to have true financial freedom, yet this information is not being taught to the masses. It says it offers an alternative to traditional employment. I'm going to say traditional enslavement. People working for the richest corporations in this world for less money today. For those who desire, and my friend, if you do, then you should get back with the person to share this with you and find out how you can get started today. It offers an alternative to traditional employment for those who desire a flexible income earning opportunity. And even if you like your job, it says to supplement their household income, to add to your income. Anybody allergic to more money or whose responsibilities or circumstances do not allow for regular part-time or full-time employment. We have baby boomers out there today that need a job. They need more income. Their retirement accounts were wiped out in 2008. You see, their responsibilities and circumstances do not allow them to go out and get a job and work regular or full-time. Yet you, my friend, today have learned that we have a solution. We have a solution. And all of us has a responsibility to let the world know that there is a better way. I want to thank you for your time and attention. I want to encourage you to get back with the person and share this with you and ask them, do they have an opportunity for you to take a look at? And if they don't, I encourage you to find and seek an opportunity. Think about the things that you currently spend money on. You know, one day I woke up and I'm a advocate coffee drinker. And one day I woke up because of the knowledge I understand about having a home-based business and the traditional tax savings in thousands of dollars in savings. And one day I woke up and I was out of coffee and I thought to myself, man, if I could find a direct selling company that had a great coffee at a great price, then I could buy the coffee from myself. And I could also generate thousands of dollars in tax savings simply by sharing what people are already drinking as well as myself. And I did that. So I encourage you, if someone that shared this with you don't have an opportunity that appeals to you, find an opportunity. Again, I want to thank you for your time and attention. I could continue to go on and on. I love educating people, but my name is Mark Pyers. I reside in Orange County, California, and on behalf of myself, my wife, and all of the individuals that have been moved from the uninformed side to the informed side, I encourage you to follow my videos, follow my training as I teach families information from the IRS Simply Not Taught. My friend, at this point, you can only make excuses or you can make a change. I encourage you to make a change. God bless you guys. We'll see you on the Informed side.